Hello, I'm Hal Brown from Lloyd's List at the Informa LNG conference in London. I'm with John Christian Heintz from Dufenergy Trading. John Christian, we've heard a lot about opportunities this morning on the in the LNG industry. And on the supply side, there are lots of new players coming into the market. There's Australia, there's the US. But there are some concerns, certain hurdles, and the US projects are taking time to be approved, and there are quite high costs for Australia. So how do you see the supply side developing over the next few years?
Well, I think that the fact that you have more and more players will certainly play a role to be a game changer in removing the hurdles or going around the hurdles. I think some part of the industry here in the LNG industry is clearly an open and booming market. Some other parts are more conservative. The fact that you see more players around will, I think, enhance the creativity, in a certain way, the competition, and you will see all this puzzle come together more easily because of those new players increasing the pressure on the developments of this industry and on the global markets.
Sure. And I mean, we've seen some of the older players, such as Spain, as a major importer, kind of change their model a little bit over the last few years, and they're re-exporting LNG. European demand has gone down a bit. So how do you see the European demand situation evolving?
I think Europe's not out of the woods, for sure. But at the same time, the LNG industry and the LNG market, I would say, has been barely predictable at times. So, of course, the main scenario is that Europe is going to struggle to attract LNG cargoes, but that may not last as long as we think. So I think people in this market are still on the lookout, and it's a very reactive context. So whenever there's a change, and certainly the reloadings are a good indicator. Whenever there's a change, I think the new framework can be settled right away, and some things might change in Europe quite fast.
And you talk about new entrants into this market, and I mean, in the shipping market, we've seen quite a few new entrants in recent years. Greeks buying into LNG ships when they haven't owned them before. Mm-hmm. There's some big energy companies that are possibly ordering LNG ships and are interested. I know you guys, you have your own shipping desk. Could you just briefly talk about the shipping side of it and the opportunities and challenges there?
Right. Well, we have a bulk shipping, so we are steel traders originally. So our shipping is a 20-people team in Lugano, in Switzerland, handling these charter parties and joint ventures with ships. It's a long way from bulk shipping to LNG shipping, but the way is shorter for us because we are already we have the knowledge and we can copy paste some of it into the LNG. Definitely, the LNG ships are a key asset in the LNG development. But as any asset, before you invest, you surely have to check. You're talking about big money, so you surely have to check whether you want to do it, in which time frame you want to do it, not too early, not too late. But this is, I think, for a player like us, this is clearly something that we will consider very soon. It's $100,000 a day. It's OPEX versus CAPEX. It's a debate that is arising very quickly in the economics when you look at it.
Sure. And just lastly, what keeps you excited about the LNG industry?
Well, in this industry, you just wake up in the morning and you're very excited about what can happen. I never got bored. It's a global business. You meet a lot of very interesting people. So I'm very lucky to run this business, and I'm also very lucky to run it from an amazing place in Lugano, which I really appreciate. So I just hope that this situation will grow and that we can run that business for years and years.
Thanks very much, John
You're
Christian.
welcome.
Thank you.